Hey there, Cutie and Cosplay here with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking all about Nintendo embracing remakes. In light of their most recent Direct, I just wanted to talk about how much I enjoy remakes and how happy it makes me that Nintendo is embracing them and doing more. So, let's get into it. So 2023 has just been an amazing year so far for remake and remaster fans. So many amazing remakes have happened this year, and I would just like to talk about the remakes that Nintendo showed off earlier this month in one of their directs. Of all the game companies out there, the one that I have always thought would benefit the most from remakes is Nintendo. They have so many games that have been forgotten, or some really great games that are still must-haves for their original console, but they just feel too outdated for newer players to get into. So let's talk about some remakes coming out and my hope for future remakes. First remake I'd like to talk about is Another Code Recollection. I have the original game on Nintendo DS, Trace Memory. So it seems like most people that saw this game didn't know that it was a Nintendo game, or just didn't know what it was in general. I've played the original on DS, but I never finished it. I think I got stuck somewhere, as it happens, especially when you're younger. But I'm happy that I'll get to give it another go, and it looks really good. I'm excited for it. I like the way it looked, and it reminds me of the Famicom Detective Club games, which is another remake that has become one of my favorite games for the Switch. So I have high hopes for this one, and I'm just really looking forward to doing some puzzles and figuring out some mysteries just from the comfort of my couch. I'm excited for that. Next up, I want to talk about the Tomb Raider collection. I own all of the Tomb Raider games on Steam and a few of them for Dreamcast, but I've never beat any of the originals. I wanted to play through all of the Tomb Raider games before, but I just couldn't beat the first one. Some of those levels are pretty tough, so I gave up in the past. I was younger back then, but you know, that was years ago, so now I'm a little more experienced, and I'm just excited to finally go through them like I've always wanted to, especially with the ease of the Switch in particular. I feel like I've found it way easier to finish games because you don't have to commit to being in one place for a couple hours. You can get up and go to bed and be comfortable in bed and keep playing the game, so Switch has made it easier to finish games. I appreciate that, and I feel confident that I'll finish these when I start them. Next up is Contra. Finally, a 2D Contra again, and remade with 4-player support. I couldn't be happier. It's good to see Konami bringing back their franchises, Silent Hill, Metal Gear, and now Contra. Just take my money already. I'm sold, I'm happy. You can have it all. Oh, and don't forget about Castlevania. I'll take a remake of any of the 80s or 90s Castlevanias, please, and thank you. Next is Paper Mario. Finally, Nintendo, finally! Paper Mario is back, and this time it'll be an amazing game because, well, the original was amazing, so good foundation. I'm so excited to play this game, and I'm really hoping that this sells a ton to let Nintendo know this is how Paper Mario should be, and not like Sticker Star. So, high hopes for this, really high hopes. Next up is Mario vs. Donkey Kong. So originally, I was disappointed to find out that this was not Donkey Kong 3 or remakes of the original Country games, but Mario vs. Donkey Kong on the Game Boy Advance was the most interesting of the series, and they added 2-player co-op, so that's enough for it to be a day one purchase for me. I'll check it out. Next is Mario RPG. This year has just been so good for Mario fans. I still cannot believe this is getting remade. The newest trailer looks great, all the characters look so cute and chubby. It's gonna be a fun time when this comes out. Oh, and whenever the next Smash comes out, the Geno fans might drive me just a little bit crazy. As for future remakes from Nintendo, I really want to see Hotel Dusk get a remake collection because that game is awesome. Mario and Luigi is another great RPG series that sadly died on the 3DS, and I know it would do so great on consoles. Mario Bros. 3 and Mario World would be amazing to see be remade. The original Zelda, Donkey Kong Country series, Super Mario Land, Custom Robo, the list goes on. All of these would be so cool, so exciting to see. So it seems like Nintendo is incorporating remake and remasters into their yearly releases, and I'm happy about that. It's fun replaying older games in a new way, or getting the chance to play games I missed out on. I know there are gamers that hate remakes, but I love them. I just don't like how some older games look anymore, or I don't like some of the problems that come with old games. Inaccessibility, blurry visuals, loading times, no save features, or the worst one, price. Some of the prices for these games are beyond ridiculous. Maybe at some point I'll get tired of remakes, but if I'm being honest, I've had more fun with some remakes than newer games in the same series. Like Crash and Spyro remaster collections were way more fun for me than any of their newer games. And Paper Mario will be another example of a remake being more fun for me than a new entry in the series. Anyway, remakes and remasters are awesome. I'm going to enjoy them while I can, and I hope that some franchises come back from the dead this way. Hopefully Sega and Microsoft bring back some dead franchises they've neglected over the years. And my biggest dream right now is Sony, please, Ape Escape 1 and 2, I desperately want those remade, remastered, just anything. I miss Ape Escape so much. It is so cute, the games are so fun, I love the little monkey like profiles, and you go and catch them in your net. It was so good. So yeah, that's my biggest dream right now for games being remade. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'd really love to hear how you feel about remakes and remasters. What you think about the ones I talked about, maybe the ones that I hope for, or ones that you hope for. Anything like that. Thank you so much for all your comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!